Now, look, if we were in a relationship and we have created reciprocity and mutuality and attunement and all that stuff, and this is just something that happened, fine. But like to get into a relationship now at almost 44 years old with a man with high cholesterol? Get out of here.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Men Only titled Older Women Are Learning the Hard Way as Men Aren't Interested in Dating and Relationships. You know, this is something you see more and more, right? When women hit 30 and 40 years of age, they're looking to settle down now with a nice man. But it turns out that men have actually abandoned dating and relationships in a lot of instances, which is hilarious to me and totally justified. Let's jump into the video.
I genuinely believe that it is so much harder to become a wife, to build a family, to serve, love, and nurture a husband than it is to be a businesswoman or a woman with a really successful career.
She really said that becoming a wife is genuinely so much harder than having a successful career, as if men aren't the most easily satisfied creatures on earth. I could walk into 29 Palms right now, make eye contact with any man, and be married by sundown, and that's just reality.
This woman thinks it's easier to work a thankless job for a company that couldn't care less about her than it is to just take care of a man who would work his fingers to the bone to protect her. Make it make sense.
Yet we see broke couples in unstable situations get married all the time. Love, marriage, and building a family isn't some impossible task. It's often what people default to when they can't or don't want to pursue anything more ambitious. Being a wife isn't inherently harder, but you know what is hard? Navigating corporate America as a woman. We get paid less for the same job, emotional when we set boundaries, aggressive when we lead, and passed over for promotions because someone assumes that we might want kids one day. You can choose to be a wife, and that's fine, but let's not pretend that the harder path is being adored by a man who thinks a warm plate and a smile is peak womanhood. Some of us are out here succeeding in spaces that weren't built for us, and doing it well.
It is crazy to think that treating a man with kindness and respect is so outlandish that it's the same thing as slavery. Their hate for men is more important than having a lifetime's worth of potential contentment. But hey, who cares?
Hot take, but I am a single 40-year-old woman. I have not been on a date in almost a year, and the longer I go without going on a date, the less I want to go on a date. My fellow older single women, we're talking 40 plus. Let me know if I'm alone here. Because something about being older and being so comfortable with yourself and your own company and valuing your peace so much, I feel like I would just have to be so interested in someone to even entertain the idea of disrupting that. Let me know if I'm alone here, because I don't think I am.
She didn't choose to stay single. The dating market chose that for her. None of the dudes that she actually wanted were interested in her. It's as simple as that. Very little to respect.
Y'all, I just heard of this term yesterday and it like blew my mind. Hospice wife. Woo! All right, let me tell you the story. So I was talking to an older woman, like a mentor and a woman I very much respect. I think she's fucking badass and she has a lot of the qualities and stuff that I value and hope to see as I age into my 50s. So we were talking about being single because she too is single. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not interested. I'm not interested in being in a relationship for a variety of reasons, but like mostly because I don't want to caretake.
One of the reasons why these women are alone is because they think their basic duties in a relationship are the same thing as a nurse who works in hospice. What they think servitude is just being a caring person.
I don't want to caretake emotionally, and I don't want to caretake physically. I don't want to caretake for a man who has lived 45 plus years of his life not taking care of himself, not taking vitamins, not working out, not going to the doctor, not taking care of his health, not taking care of his mental health, not taking care of fucking anything. Because look. See all this? These are all the supplements that I take and vitamins that I take so that I make sure that my health is top notch. I'm going to be 44 years old, motherfuckers.
Well, this is a new one, a woman who thinks that she's somehow morally superior to men because she takes vitamins, and every single man is somehow a fat slob who doesn't take care of himself. Very interesting.
I can run circles around 25-year-olds because I take care of myself. I take care of my mind, I take care of my body, I take care of my spirit, I curate and cultivate a life that works for me. So I'm good. So why the fuck Would I want to sacrifice the well-being that I've created for myself to take care of a man as he enters and ages from middle age and beyond, not taking care of himself? Because you know whose responsibility that's going to be? Mine!
She has definitely taken care of herself mentally. You can tell because she's screaming, she's flailing about, and she's making sweeping incorrect generalizations about men in their 40s.
No, sir! No, sir! I'm not gonna be a hospice wife. What? I'm not gonna be the wife or the partner who shows up at the final stage of your life to fucking take care of you. Especially when you didn't do it yourself. Now look, if we were in a relationship and we have created reciprocity and mutuality and attunement and all that stuff, and this is just something that happened, fine. But like, to get into a relationship now at almost 44 years old with a man with high cholesterol? Get out of here!
So in other words, she's only willing to be with a man just so long as he doesn't ask her to do anything. She's allowed to judge and be unpleasant, and he just has to sit there and accept it. Okay, got it.
That's why your first wife left you, because she didn't want to do any of the emotional labor and she was sick and tired of fucking making your doctor's appointments like your mother. And I am not going to change your diapers! So yeah, I have no interest in being a hospice wife. And take care of yourself.
Apparently when this guy grows older, it's going to be his job to change his own diapers. I guess she's too busy wolfing down vitamins to care about another human being who needs help, but hey.
I had this guy slide into my DMs this weekend and ask me out. And my response to him was, I'm not dating right now. I'm really enjoying being single. You know, good luck to you out there. So he sent me a voice note. Never talked to this man a day in my life. And then his last question to me was, what are your passions and hobbies?
You know how modern women always threaten dudes with blocking them as if it's the ultimate flex? This woman could have blocked him, but she didn't. She just desperately needs the attention.
My passions and hobbies include being horizontal in bed, alone, scrolling on my phone, possibly watching a documentary of some type. Being in bed and being alone. Passion and hobby.
It's interesting how if a man just wants to be left alone to play some video games and enjoy his peace, he's considered a loser. But if a woman wants the same thing, then it's a passionate hobby and men need to respect that. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.